Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Solana. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, I also have two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, feel free to go over to one of the two official websites I have linked down below. You can donate to support the Ukrainian refugees and Ukraine's military directly. Thank you all for supporting Ukraine as always, and let's get straight into the video. So jumping into the daily chart here, straight off the bat, I do want to show you that we have a symmetrical triangle playing out here, and we did see a break to the upside. And right now, our current target is at $55 here. I'm going to get you a price tag. So $55 is the target out of this symmetrical triangle. You basically take the top of the triangle all the way down to where it was created to the bottom, and you place it at the point of breakout here, and that gives you $55. Now we do have a major resistance level here at $58.62 because this is where we retraced to after we had the capitulation in May. So we had the dump, and then you had a little retracement to the upside, you printed a lower high, and then you entered this falling wedge pattern, which we did lose after a while. So this is a key major resistance level that I'm looking to break. This is the daily chart, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that already. So if we start pumping and you see $55 met on the daily chart, just know that we may retrace a little higher all the way up to $58 here. So keep that in mind. Now, taking a look at this buy zone that I have over here. So at anywhere from $19.30 all the way up to $36 here. This is a great buy zone for Solana, in my opinion, if you're looking at the daily chart. And if I zoom out, you can see that we have the swing low all the way back here in May of 2021, and the swing high is from the all-time high basically in November, but we could set a little bit of a different target. I don't know why that Fibonacci retracement is set up in such a way. So let me do this instead. So what we did here is we took the all-time high. We're going to remove that fib retracement. We don't need it right now. So what I did is I took the all-time high and I took the low of September of 2021, basically the previous major low and the previous high, and we got ourselves the 1.618 target here. And if you take a look, you can see that we actually bounced off of this level perfectly. We bounced off of $28 here, and we are starting a move to the upside. And this is actually right down in the middle of the buy zone that I gave you. I didn't actually apply this fib before. That is my bad. I should have done it earlier. But as you can see, what we did here is we lost the first fib level, which was the swing low here. We then did reject it as resistance, so we had a back test of resistance of that exact same level. We entered the falling wedge. We started breaking to the upside, and we even met our target and then some. We almost retraced to the 786 fib here at $147. That didn't end up happening, and we started dumping here in April, and we had a major capitulation all the way down here in May. Okay, so we landed on the 1.618 in June. Right now, we're retracing, breaking out from a symmetrical triangle, and our current target is at $57, which is the 1.414 Fibonacci level. And this is right below the technical, or right above the technical target from the symmetrical triangle and below the major resistance level. Okay, because if you take a look at this major resistance level, we have bounced from $58 previously as well in May of 2021. So you have two major points of contact here with this $58 price tag. So we can potentially run into that level once again. Keep that in mind. And the 1.618, $28 target is still at play here. I do think we're going to retrace down here after a while. Even if we break the 55 EMA, I do not think Bitcoin is flipping bullish anytime soon. I am probably wrong, but I'm going to go with the technical aspect of the market evaluation and with the fundamental, with the market sentiment, the markets aren't looking bullish midterm. So I do think we're going to see a pullback. Right now, we're running into the 55 EMA, which is the red line over here. You have the yellow line below us trying to push us to the upside. And if we see a little move above the 55, the 20 crosses above the 55, we get ourselves a bullish cross. The price keeps bouncing from the 20 EMA, and we could get all the way up here to the 1.414. We can reject that level as resistance one more time, and then we can come back down for another retest of the 1.618 at least, if not lower. Depends on what Bitcoin decides to do. If we drop to $15,000 or lower, we could, we could drop even below $19 here. But that is the 1.618 target that we have. Now I do want to switch over to the Binance website. So switching over to the 12-hourly chart, I do have a smaller Fibonacci retracement set up over here with the swing low in June and with the swing high at the end of June. And this gives us the 1.618 target here at $58, which is exactly the resistance level I gave you at the previous chart on TradingView. So there you go. That just goes to show that that level has a lot of importance. And if we end up breaking $42.9, which is the swing high of this fib retracement, you manage to break that, back test it as support, you're going to be looking at the 1.618 as your technical target. And again, that doesn't mean that you are going to retrace there 100%, but more often than not, you do retrace to the 1.618 after you break the first fib level, which is this high over here. So keep that in mind. That is always important. It's always important to set targets in advance so that you don't react to the price action in the moment and you have a plan ready and set to go. That is very important. Also, I do want you to pay attention to this nice double bottom pattern that we have over here. This is a pretty nice pattern. So if I take a trend line here from the top of the candle, let me just get the trend line indicator. So we get the trend line all the way down to the bottom of the first low, okay? And as always, the second low should be higher or on the same level. And you take that trend line and you take it from where the swing high is, or from where the neckline is of the pattern, and you place it to the upside above the neckline, and that gives you a target at $45, which is also an important level because this is where we retraced to at the beginning of June over here after we had the capitulation in May and before we had the capitulation in June. So this level here, $45, is important as well. And it is the technical target from this double bottom pattern. We have broken through the neckline. We even back tested this level as support. So I do think we're going to take this target out in the next couple of days. From there, we could have the 1.272 in sight and we could get rejected from there. If not, $58 is your major technical target. And I do think if we get to $58, that is simply going to be our lower high, basically. Okay, so this is the weekly chart here. If I start zooming in a little bit, you can see that we did have a major capitulation, and having some relief rally right now is understandable. This is what the market needs. We could see a rejection off the 20 EMA on the weekly because we haven't had a touch off of that since April this year. So we could potentially see a rejection off the 20, another move down, and then we start recovering towards the end of this year, and we start our road to the bull market at the beginning of 2023. That is just a potential scenario I'm running through my head. But like I said, it all depends on the news, all depends on what the market makers decide. Obviously, if we get any more bearish news, we have black swan events. You just have to be ready for all of that with some spare fiat, as I always try to do. And if we go into the weekly RSI, you can see that we are recovering to the upside, and potentially you do have a couple of resistance levels here. You have a resistance level at $39 here. Not $39, I do apologize, at 39.6 on the index. Okay, if I'm going to extend this a little bit here, and I'm going to get in Yep, I'm gonna get in this low as well. So we have two lows in this area, and this is somewhere where we can get rejected from. Okay, so we can retrace all the way up there. Ignore the red trend line, by the way. You can retrace all the way up to this sell zone, and then you can start coming back down once again. So the weekly RSI is still in a very good place to dollar cost average, especially if you were buying in at, $80, $100, $200, God forbid. But, this is the time to dollar cost average in. The weekly stochastic is starting to recover. So I would take some profits if we ended up here in a couple of weeks. If that happens, that's a good place to take some profits. If you're overbought above the index of 80, take some profits, wait until the stochastic drops down into the oversold below the index of 20. That's where you buy back in. Simple swing trading strategy. Obviously not that easy, but that's something to keep in mind. Also, the weekly MACD is about to have a bullish cross. And now this is a very bullish indicator because the last time we had this in August of last year, we had a major run to the upside, a major run up. So what I'm thinking is another potential scenario is that we have a bullish cross here across all of cryptos. Obviously, this goes for all the markets. You have a bullish cross here. You have a huge run up towards November of this year, just like you had over here. You top out in November. You have a pullback into December, January, and from there you start recovering into the bull market. Potential play, right? We have a potential play at our hands, and who knows, maybe we retrace on Bitcoin all the way up to $28,000. That will be our lower high, and we can go back from there. No one knows. You have to be ready. You have to be ready for both outcomes at all times. That is my philosophy. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I usually never ask for these things, but during a bear market, it is hard to get views and get new subscribers. So if you feel like this content could benefit someone from your friends or benefit anyone really, make sure to spread the word around and enjoy. Yeah, so I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Peace out.